There's some great vehicles there. There's some old and a couple old trucks and an old car there. There's all restored. There's some couple of cats there. There's a whole bunch of implements. Lots of miscellaneous. So let's check this out. Here's an old Ford Fairlane 500. This is the late 50s, early 60s, I'm guessing. It's pink and white. Interior's nice. It shows 81. I can't see all the miles on it from here. It's a very nicely well restored car for somebody. So there you go. Looks very nice. Here's an old GMC truck, painted yellow. They say GMC stands for get more chicks. I'll go cruising around this thing, you just might. It looks nice. It's got Tweety bird seat covers on. Imagine it's got a 4-shifter, so I imagine it's a 4-speed, but it could be 3. It's got a deck on it. Looks like a nice little truck for somebody. This is either 85, 86, 87 Chevy. This one's been done up. Nice little truck. Everybody had one of these when I was growing up. Pretty much everybody had one of these. Shows over I think it shows over 500,000 K on it, so these trucks are made to do that too. Just the bodies are bad, and this one they redid it, so nice little Chevy for you. Here's a Cat D6D. This one's an LGP model with the wide pads. Fairly wider dozer. Hood seems a bit rough to me. It's got 2 black canopy. No, it's got a canopy on it. It's got this. See the rails, the link height looks good. You see the segments are sharp. It tells me there's internal wear on it. The LGP, that's normal because the wider the pads, the less life your rails will have. That's all that's to it. I used to winch on the back, needs some cable. This one's got the guards and stuff on, but there again, the link height looks good. The bushings have somewhere, but there again, with your segments getting sharp, you gotta remember that the rails have internal wear. But for some jobs, it's an ideal machine. There you go, D6D LGP. Here's a 4750 versatile swather. Nice swather too. This is about a 20-footer, I think. Maybe even a little bit wider. U2 pickup with real universal. These have this has got Cummins diesel in it, I think. That's the probably. Yeah, I think this is what that is. No, it's a Ford engine. It's a Ford diesel. I know the gas ones are Ford engine, but it's a Ford diesel 4-cylinder in it. Didn't know that. Well, it's Cat no motors, so it's northern Alberta. Straight north of here, actually. So there you go. Here's a little cabin or shed of some kind. It's just a shed, it's not a cabin. Well, I guess it is a cabin. I would consider this more of a playhouse. That's what this is, a little playhouse. It looks like a it looks like a cabin, but it's just a playhouse. My daughter would sure be happy with this. Here's a Schulte rock picker, 2500 giant, so it's a big sucker. Here, rock picking is a fact of life. Here's a Caterpillar D6D. It's got a twin tilt dozer up, but look at what they did. They looks to me like they welded the blades to the dozer. I'm not a big fan of that. In fact, I don't like that at all. Like, welding to repair stuff is one thing, but using a welder in the place of bolts is something else. It's got side guards on it. It's actually straight as far as tin goes, although they have a piece of flex pipe off the muffler. That is... In fact, I don't think this is a D6D, I think this is a 5 actually, but it could be a D6D. It's got, you see the hydraulic, you see the recoil springs broken, none of the guards are on it. I don't like that. Undercarriage actually looks okay. It's a different kind of undercarriage. I don't know what it is, but it's not Caterpillar. There's some piece of cable wrapped up around the sprocket. I don't care for that much. First I thought it was a D6D and it could be, but I think it may not be either. What is this anyways? Yeah, the guards are all missing on this side too. At least this side, the recoil, oh no, the recoil spring's broken on this side too. It says D6B cap at 25X is not a D6B, it's D6D, I would say is what it is. It's not a D6B by any means. It's a D6D. Actually, I think it's a D5B, to be honest with you. I don't think it's a D. So let's see what's... No, it's a D. It's definitely a D5B. It's not a D6 at all. Knew good and well this one's a D6D. I can tell. These are very similar to D, but since it's a naturally aspirated engine, no, it's a D5B is what it is. And I kind of figured just as the undercarriage looked different and stuff. Aha! Look at the final drive. Need to find the housing for this final drive if you're buying it. And I'd probably, and since if it's been run like this at all, you better do that final drive. Undercarriage actually isn't that bad. The undercarriage looked different right from the start, so it's Komatsu undercarriage, that's why the links are built different. But this is a D5B Caterpillar. What goes with this? They replaced this, they call it D6B, and it's not 25X. Is it? Who knows? Like, once the winch is off, you can tell the true serial number of the machine because it's stamped in the rear end on these. Okay, this is the winch cable got out there. It's not wrapped around the final drive, I don't think, thank goodness, but that's certainly not a way to run a cat. But there's a Caterpillar D5B for somebody. So there you go. Here's a complete forge with a blower and everything. Here's a buzzsaw, a pedestal type, a standalone type. Here's some Wisconsin engines. AGND, this is a fairly big engine actually. ENLD, so that's a newer one. That's the same, this is the newer version of the engine they use on a Auger. They haven't got on video, but it's missing the gas tank is the only thing. Here's an old wooden wagon undercarriage parts anyways. Here's an old cream separator. the Delaval Company Limited Canada, so it's probably made in Quebec. So there you go. Here's some buzz saws, here's some arbors, and this one's mounted on a sleigh. Here's a beady wellhead. Real nice one with a handle on it and stuff. And here's another wellhead, a hand pump one. This is the Quick Ship #2. This one they welded the pipe together, so my guess is the drain hole didn't drain and the water got in and it didn't drain down good enough in winter and it froze and split it, but it's fixed anyways. Now here's a little hay rake. Don't come much smaller than this little wheel weight. It must be for raking up grass or something like that. And then you don't get, I've never seen one this tiny. Here's some red lithium grease. You know, they took their brand off. They thought that using the name cock grease for gun grease may not be the best idea. Maybe somebody got the message on that one. Here's a John Deere side delivery rake. It's repainted, but I believe it is John Deere just by the way it drives. And lifts and stuff, it does look John Deere, and it is so there you go. Here's a John Deere 535 baler for somebody. These are very popular. They made good bales too, they really did. Here's a John Deere #4. This is a horse mower. But this is a 7-footer, and horse-drawn, ground-driven mowers, a 7-footer, those aren't overly common. That's unusual, actually. So there you go. Well, here's a couple of rock pickers if you want a rock picking good time. Here's a deep tillage cultivator, a smaller one. It's missing a shank, but I'm sure it's John Deere. Looks like it could be. Anyways, 535 John Deere baler. Easy flow. This is a dribbler, fertilizer spreader. There you go. I'll just walk through these. I'm not going to show results on all of these things. Here's a New Holland forage harvester. Here's another rock picker of sorts. Looks like someone built this one. I guess not. But there you go. Here's a Wagner tractor with Packer wheels on it. Look at that. Oh, it's got a 318 Jimmy and an 8V71. Oh, it is turned around. Look at that. It's turned around. See, face the other. Oh, it's bi-directional, I think. It turned the seat either way on this tractor, but it's a neat piece. Of Wagner tractors are sought after among collectors now. If you want, you take your dozer off and put a drawbar on, because this is just off a 3-point hitch, I believe, and change your wheels and you got a farm tractor too. Cutting edges have seen better days. There you go. Nice outfit, actually. Here's an IH Transtar 4200 truck. This one's got a gravel box on it. Oh, what's got for transmission? Probably a 9 or 10 speed. There's no. It's a 9 speed. I think these had the 318 Jimmy in them. This one's in kilometers, 609,000 kilometers on it, which for a truck like this is hardly wore out. Here's an International. I believe this is the S100 of the mid-50s. The emblem, this IH emblem is pretty much the same thing as what's on the grills of the 600, 650 tractors actually. They're about the same size anyways. It's got a 6-cylinder, probably a 220 or 240 or something like that. It's got the 3-speed on the tree. So it's a little project truck for somebody. Box has a little corrosion on it though. There you go. Well, as Farmall Fanatic says, if it's blue, it's for use. So maybe this Ford 5-bottom 3-point hitch plow is what he needs for his 826. There's one moldboard needs replacing. The rest of them look really nice. It's just that one, something must have clipped it and broke it at one time. But if it was replaced, this would be a nice outfit actually. Here's a Cockshot sickle mower, 3-fit 1.5 HC. Look how nice they kept it though. Like, I'm impressed with this too, because all the guarding's on. It's never been dinged or anything. It looks like you could just go work with it and mow hay. It's a 7-foot bar on it, and here I believe this is John Deere's C1934, I think is what it's on it for a number. This is a deep tillage cultivator, a small one. Here's a Melrow drill. These aren't overly common either, but it's an end wheel drill, so there you go. The New Holland Hayliner 273 baler. Looks nice actually. Here's some old Vermeer balers. Here's a header for a John Deere combine. Another Vermeer baler. Massey baler. John Deere swather. So there's a few, another Vermeer baler. There's a few neat things here anyways. Here's a little shit spreader. I believe it is a New Holland. Probably should replank it, but it's all there. This plow, the shares are missing, but I believe it's a Massey Harris, so it's probably what you'd want to pull with the 44. Here's a little deep tillage cultivator. I think there's 9 shanks on this. This looks like Graham Home to me. I'll go through these quickly, but here's a John Deere 6-bottom plow. Here's a 4-bottom plow of some description. They say case. It's not IH. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it's not IH, or this could be. They say on the site that it's case, and it could be. Might be Massey as well, but it's not IH, and this is a case plow, a 6-bottom. I'm not sure what this 2-bottom is. 2-bottom rope trip plow. It's a nice one. And here's a John Deere 336 baler. Here's a great big heavy duty Dagelman rock picker. This on the Dandy. Here's a scraper, a Garwin scraper. Did some reinforcing on the gooseneck, probably by pulling it with way more track than they ever designed for it. Then it was converted to hydraulic too, because that's what they do with them. Here's a New Holland stack liner 1033. We see these at Olds quite often, but this one's here, so we'll just do a price comparison maybe. Here's an IH of an earth spreader, but look at what they did. They rebuilt this one. This is ready to go for someone. IH International 130, nice outfit. Here's a John Deere deep tillage cultivator. Here's a 1680 combine. This has the 1015 pickup header with a belt pickup on it. 30.5 L32 fronts on it. They're big combine. This has got the newer style fan on stuff. Like this is this is definitely the newer combine. I believe this has got a Cummins in it. I think it's probably an 8.3, but it's not the 466 anymore in it. It's a nice machine, it really is. Good rubber all the way around. This one, I wouldn't be scared of this at all. One too, and you see they put tin over the hopper, keep it clean too. Somebody really took care of this combine. This is something I'd certainly consider owning, absolutely. Here's a 7721 John Deere combine, a pull type. We don't see a lot of pull types anymore, so every time I see one at auction, I like to point it out. It used to be pull types are very common around here, but that was 30 years ago too, so there you go. Well, there's some good stuff there. They did that 87 or 86 or 85 Chevy was nice. That yellow GMC was a very nice truck. I liked it. The D6 and the D5 were okay. The 5, of course, has a big owie on the side and needs a final drive case and some final drive work. But overall, that's a good sale. There's lots of stuff I like there. So God bless you. I'll catch you at the next video.